pressure. Swim dodge. Fires and scores!
Skipping a step. Behind the back! Pass. The extra look. And the goal! Shot on goal and good.
Welcome to Mount Sinai High School out in Suffolk County for day 2 of the Gains for Brains Girls Lacrosse Showcase. The opening matchup features the Wolves of John Jay coming in at a 7-1 record and the Golden Flashes of Sayville at 8-2. Good morning, everyone. Dylan Butler here with you. We are so thankful you're able to join us here on a beautiful Sunday morning, which will turn to afternoon. This is game 1 of 3 for us here out at Mount Sinai. A great lineup, great cause as well, of course, for the Making Headway Foundation, and a great job by Andrew Rappaport to get this tournament going. And we had a fantastic afternoon into early evening out at Cold Spring Harbor yesterday. 4 games, 3 on tap today. Should be a lot of fun. We'll take a look at the teams for you. First, for the visitors from John Jay. Again, the Wolves come in at 7-1. They're coming off a big rivalry win over Rye, 18-8, where Caroline Panzier had 7 goals in the game, which included the 5th of those 7 was her 100th career goal. Annie Brennan had 4 goals. JoJo Deagle had 3. Mia Puccio and Kate Mercer had 2 apiece. And you see right there, it's Caroline Panzier is our impact player for the Wolves. Colgate commit, 35 goals, 8 assists, 3 caused turnovers as well. A calm presence on attack. Does a really good job of seeing the field, helping her teammates be in the right position to be a threat. So that's the story for John Jay. You see the Wolves there getting ready for the start. For Sayville, Golden Flashes come in at 8-2. Coming off a 14-6 win over West Islip, and they are led today, as they have been throughout the season, by Natasha Yajada. What a fantastic senior she is. You see the numbers, and you're like, wait a minute, she's a defender, and she's one of the best defenders, not only on the island, but in the state of New York. She is committed to UPenn, and Yajada, to date, one of the best defenders that head coach Adam Snitkin said he's ever had a chance to coach. Sometimes in the clear, they kind of seal her off. She's that dangerous going forward. Let's take a look at the starters first for the visitors from John Jay. You see, it's Panzier, Nolan, and Deagle, as well as Wilmoth in attack. You've got Annie Brennan, Kate Mercer, and Mia Puccio are your midfielders. Your defenders, Kat Gallagher, Megan Condon, Tansy Lee, and Jordan Caulfield. And in goal, Jane Brennan as well. And in goal, you've got Aiden Summer, a Siena commit, 64 saves on the year for the senior quarterback of the defense. For head coach, Jess McDonough, in her 4th season at the helm, a 2003 graduate of Mayapack. She went on and played at Sacred Heart University. Let's take the starters of Sayville now. You've got Jordan Messina, Taylor Haas, Bella Graziano, and Kelsey Restivo. Your midfield of Bridget Manning, Allie Riley, and Abby Galaris. Your defenders, Delaney Lutz, Natasha Yajada, Courtney Thornton, and Olivia Redden. And in goal is Jess Harkleroad, the senior going to St. Leo's, D2. 48 saves in a year, 2-year starter for Harkleroad. And head coach, as we mentioned before, Adam Snitkin, in his 10th season at the helm. A 1994 graduate of Sachem, was a varsity assistant for 7 years. His mom, by the way, well, if you could see on the far sideline, we'll get a look as we get along. His mom, Tina, is the team photographer. How cool is that? So set for the opening draw here. Game 1 of 3 Flip backwards and controlled by Sayville. Sayville going left to right. And a team that's really sort of got going offensively. Their strength, though, this season has been more on the defensive side. I see Bridget Manning now controlling the ball, the Jacksonville commit. Fast, good stick skills. Nice move, and first foul. So this will be an 8-meter opportunity for Manning, who is good at driving the ball, controls the offense from up top. Solid defender as well, plays really good between the 30s. She hands off, rounding the cage, and scoring. First goal for Sayville as the Golden Flashes take the lead. I think that was Bella Graziano, number 5, with the goal. See a look again off the 8-meter. See the pass to X, rounding the cage and firing home the game's first goal. And actually looking at that again, I believe that was 9, Taylor Haas, the Arizona State commit. So we'll give Haas her first. And the assist as well to Manning on that 8-meter opportunity. Draw control this time goes to the Wolves. Good job by Kate Mercer, and immediately stolen, though, right at midfield. Good look to Haas. Crisp cut. She'll go to X and look to operate from there. Switched it to Jordan Messina, the Yale commit. One of the things that's great about this Sayville team is that they are almost all future collegiate lacrosse players. This is part of the culture at Sayville. It is very, very serious about lacrosse. Haas operates from X. Nice inside roll and the finish. Her second already of the game to give Sayville the 2-0 lead. You love the inside roll. This is actually the first goal here for Haas. But she's showing her versatility. That was off the 8-meter. And then just a second ago, we saw that inside roll. 19 goals on the year now for Taylor Haas. Sister Brooke graduated last year. She's at Penn State now. And here you see her operate from X. Watch the inside roll right there. Gets the cut on her defender and goes high to the far post. 2-0 early on for the Golden Flashes. 8-2 record on the year. Kind of rounding into form right now is Sayville. Again, their defense led the way early on, and there is, again, Yajada. Look at her speed. Yajada to the cage, firing, and a nice save, the first save of the game by Aiden Summer. And that's one of the reasons why Yajada is our impact player. Not just what she does defensively, but on that circle as well. So good getting forward. The operate from top, that's a shot over the bar by Manning. Manning on the year, 16 goals. They work it up top. That's Abby Galaris, 4, the freshman. Now it's Allie Riley who looks to dodge. Nice inside move. Riley to the cage. Low shot. Nice save. The second for Summer. John Jay looks to get the clear. Sayville, though, will ride aggressively. And look at this opportunity for the Wolves. A little bit in transition. At the cage, shot off the bar. Although I think Harkleroad might have got a piece. Shot by Wilmoth, the senior. And we will give Harkleroad a save. We go the other way. There's Yajada again. A one-woman clear. She gets it ahead. And again, Sayville in the capable hands of Haas will look to operate from X. Perhaps playing a two-woman game back there with Messina. Instead, it's pushed out to Riley. The defense early on for Sayville this season was ahead of the offense. That's not something that happens a lot, right? So it's taken the offense a little bit of time to get used to the schemes and the different things they've got to run, but starting to really operate well. Foul there on that attempted pass, so another 8-meter opportunity for Sayville. Their win against Shoreham-Wading River 2 games ago was probably the most complete game they've played. Switching hands, lefty shot over the bar. Good look by Manning. Haas, trying to get it to the cage, intercepted there. Good job defensively getting her stick. There was Kat Gallagher, and here comes John Jay going the other way. Gallagher, the lone returning starter defensively from last year's team. Now Sayville looks to maybe go unsettled. Manning, and she stood up, and a foul. So another free position opportunity for Sayville. It's Manning again, and she'll just swing it around. A little more than 5 minutes played, and it's Sayville with the early 2-0 lead. Strong dodge up top now to Restivo. Her pass deflected. It'll stay Sayville ball. Double team, an aggressive cut, and again, another foul called as Haas was trying to fight her way through. Taylor Haas with both goals already, looking for her third early going. She backs it up instead. Aggressive stick check, and a good job on the takeaway by Mia Puccio, the junior bound for Dartmouth. Puccio now looks to push the pace. As the Wolves, they've not been on this side of the field very much in the first few minutes of this game, so maybe a little bit of a patient set for them. Although there's a strong cut to the cage, pass misses, and right into the stick of Yajada. And again, you can see how dangerous she is in the clear. John Jay obviously also realizing that. Quick foul there as well, just to stop that quick transition opportunity. There's Manning. She plays catch with Allie Riley, the Army commit. Riley, 16 goals in the year. You feel great for her because last year she ruptured her Achilles. That was 6 months before the season, but that's an injury that really takes you out for a while. Split dodge by Manning. And another 8-meter chance for the Golden Flashes. Manning to the cage. The bouncer, it's in. So Manning was the facilitator early on, and this time finishes well on the free position to extend Sayville's lead to 3-0. Manning fast, good stick skills. She excels the most, though, between the 30s, maybe more than some people realize. And usually when Sayville needs a big moment or they need something to happen in a positive way, Manning somehow finds the ball on her stick and gets the job done. She does there. A goal and assist right now for Manning as Sayville leads it 3-0, 17:39 left here in this first half. Back to the draw. trying to get the ball to Yajata. She gets it, and she goes. Here's Riley with some room to maneuver. Look out from behind. Ducks out of that opportunity and switches it. First look here for Sophia Baffardi, the 8th grader, number 23. She stands out because she's the tallest on the team. Baffardi, 2 goals, 5 assists already. There she is, looking to dodge, switches hands to her left, fires to the cage, blocked in front, gets her own GB back. Stutter step, Riley backs it up. Back to Baffardi. Starting to understand the concepts on both ends, which is why she's seeing the field a little more. Here's Restivo. Back to Haas. Haas dodges to the cage, fires high and scores. 3rd goal of the game for Taylor Haas. Her 20th of the season. And there's going to be a foul on that too, but Haas just fought her way through. They play a motion offense. It's very much a shared offense, but Taylor Haas knows, when there's a matchup she could exploit, she does just that, as we saw there. And you give her the ball and let her go. Some teams this year have tried to lock her off, but again, it's a team that really enjoys playing with each other and is unselfish. So they've got no issues sharing the wealth. 4-0 early lead for Sayville. Off the draw, Yajata goes down hard. Another draw control win for Sayville, who have had this field pretty lopsided in the early going here. It is tilted in their offensive side. John Jay's played a lot of defense in the early going. Riley swings it. And there's Baffardi. Look at her go again, switching to her left. Slide comes. Great look in front in the finish. What a great pass by Baffardi to Jordan Messina for the finish. You can see why Baffardi is going to be a special one. Fires that pass to the crease. Messina turns, fires, and scores her 26th goal of the year for Jordan Messina. If you know, as John Jay calls a timeout, 5-0 the lead for Sayville. If you follow Sayville Athletics, you know the last name well, right? Younger brother Kyle, star of the football team as a freshman. Older brother CJ, now a football player at Cortland. So Messina continuing on that great academic and athletic tradition, and Jordan will go on and play at Yale. Great start early on for Sayville, who are really excited to be playing here in this tournament, the Games for Brains. You see the schedule today: Sayville John Jay, Eastport South Manor, and Bronxville Mount Sinai Sacred Heart. Yesterday's games, it was split 2-2. So New Canaan beat Northport, Garden City defeated Suffern, St. Anthony's beat Greenwich Academy, and then Sacred Heart of Greenwich defeated Cold Spring Harbor. So, as we know, it's about Long Island against the world, right? As is often the case in lacrosse. And right now, it is Long Island with 2 wins, everybody else with 2 wins, and we only have 3 games today, so we'll have a decisive victor in that. But great lineup here for the Games for Brains. But when we spoke with Adam Snitkin, the head coach at Sayville, said, listen, a bunch of years ago, we were in one of the first of these one of the first or second of these Games for Brains. This is the 6th year of playing, 8th year of the cause. Played Northport. He said it was awesome to be part of. Lost by a goal, he thinks. But when Andrew Rappaport called a couple of weeks ago, he said, Andrew, I'll call you right back. I'm just going in to watch the girls volleyball team play for a county championship, called him back in about 2 minutes and listen, please save our spot. We are in. He said it is awesome that these girls can see that there's more than just lacrosse, and the Sayville team does a lot of local charity work. So this is right up their alley, and also great, too, to be able to showcase his team against some of the best as well in the tri-state. So high-level lacrosse, great cause as well. So it certainly checks all the boxes for Sayville. Golden flashes out to an early 5-0 lead. 3 goals by Taylor Haas, 1 apiece by Messina and Manning. Another draw control as well as it goes to Yajada. And again, you've just got to slow her down. She is so fast, so dangerous going forward. Hands off now to Manning. And she'll start off again. Baffardi. Another great look. Sidearm shot. And that's a goal. Allie Riley with the finish. So Baffardi comes off the bench, gets back-to-back assists. This one to Riley. Watch it again. Baffardi switches hands. Fantastic look. And then a strong shot to the cage by Riley. And once again, you love to see her out there after missing last season. The funny thing, too, is when you think about it because of the COVID year, right? So Riley missed last year with the ruptured Achilles. She's been on the team since 8th grade, but this is only her 3rd year playing. But she's much improved, really good in the draw circle, improved her 1v1 dodging as well. Lefty, hard, accurate shot. She just scored her 17th goal of the year. 6-0. Different look at the draw circle now with Baffardi, again, using her height, right? Yajada hands off and gets it to Haas. Haas had the hot hand early. She's got 3 goals, scored the first 2 for Sayville, and now a lot of off-ball cutting around the cage. That's Mackenzie Farrell, number 1. Farrell, slide comes, tries to dump it down, intercepted, but Farrell trying to get the ball back. It will go the other way, though. Again, John Jay really not having much to do offensively yet. Yajada stop that forward momentum by Annie Brennan, who's got the ball now. Junior Holy Cross commit Brennan is, and you would expect the Wolves maybe, because they haven't been on this side a lot, to just be patient a little bit here, work the ball around. Because they have defended for so long. So you want to let those defenders maybe catch their breath a little bit and look for something good here at the cage just to get your offense going. Good person to have it in their stick is Panzier. She's up top. Good calming presence is Panzier. Hands off. And that's Annie Brennan. And the scary thing about Sayville is this is the strength probably of the team on this side of the ball. At least it has been at the very start, especially when you consider today at least you've got 3 of the 4 starters defensively who returned from a year ago. And you've got a goalie as well who's a 2-year starter in Harkleroad. Foul called on John Jay, so an empty possession for the Wolves, and we'll go the other way as Sayville. It is all golden flashes early on. They look to extend their lead, and you like the minutes you're getting here from Baffardi, right? She made her varsity debut, how about this, last year in the playoffs as a 7th grader. When senior Meg McLaughlin got hurt, she did all right in that game, right? Not too much expected. You don't give her too much to do, but she's excelling in this expanded role for Sayville. Riley goes back to X. They operate there. Strong move around the cage, and the finish by Anna Meserve, the junior lefty. Low attacking player has extended Sayville's lead to 7-0. Watch Meserve here. Ducks away from a defender. Swings around the cage, goes high. Her second goal of the year for the junior. So for Snitkin, you got to love what you're seeing here, right? Because you're giving multiple players opportunities, and everyone, at least early on, seems to be excelling. And the lead is 7-0 for Sayville. It starts, as it always does, here at the draw circle. And this is an important win here for Megan Condon, the junior. Really taken off this year. She's grown really so much defensively, has Condon. And there she gives the ball away, so it goes back to Sayville. As Yajada looks to switch fields. And Sayville 8-2 on the year. Their 2 defeats were back-to-back to Bayport Blue Point 11-8, and then a 1-goal loss to Comstock. Since they've beaten Miller Place, West Babylon, and Shoreham-Wading River, as well as West Islip, so it's 4 straight wins. And the offense really having started to kick in the gear, right, in those wins. 12 goals against Miller Place, 10 against West Babylon, 13 and 14 against Shoreham-Wading River and West Islip as well. Reserve, right off scoring her goal, kicks it back out top, and it's Abby Galaris, the freshman. They switch it to the far side. I think one of the things you see early on with Baffardi, 23, and I keep kind of harping on her, but she's really been impressive, is there's a look to the cage, firing, and the finish. Meserve again. A great goal, a great look from X by Haas, and Sayville's got it going. Watch 12 here, spin away from a defender, and that's all she needs. She caught it high and finished high, and gets the hug. Her second of the game, as Sayville extends their lead to 8-0. It is the first of 3 games here this afternoon at the Gains for Brains. A lot of Suffolk representation, understandably so, out here at Mount Sinai. We've got Eastport South Manor, and then, of course, the host Mustangs coming up in the finale later on. Back to the draw circle. Chasing the ball, and a push there called on Condon against Manning. So Sayville's dominance at the draw circle, and again, their offense, which is really kicking in the gear these last few games, have gotten them off to this terrific start early on. Yajada, hands off. You wonder, too, how much she wants to stay involved in the offense. She's on the circle, obviously, so she can push forward when she gets a chance, but obviously you've got all these other super talented attacking players, so Yajada just has to back up, get outside the 30, and wait for her chance to impact the game again. Farrell. Cut to the cage by Messina. Switches it back out to X. And up top goes Sayville. Crisp ball movement. Here's a dodge opportunity for Farrell. And the finish. Sayville, it appears early on, can do no wrong. Watch it again as Farrell likes the matchup, goes low. Her 3rd goal of the year. And Farrell's a kid, a sophomore, who just wants to play lacrosse, and she works so hard at her craft. There's not a kid on this team more desperate to be the best as she can in lacrosse. Really puts her heart and soul into everything that she does. And Snitkin joked that when McKenna scored her first varsity goal, she probably jumped up about 8 feet in the air, that it meant that much to her. A little more reserved in this celebration in goal number 3 of her sophomore year. Sayville a 9-0 lead on John Jay. And there's Yajada again. Just a vacuum in terms of the ground balls. And again, she's so fast, you're kind of forced to foul just because you got to stop her forward momentum and her progress. She'll go on and play her collegiate lacrosse at UPenn. Snitkin says she's got to have about 6 to 7 draw controls every game. Said he's never seen a player in his years of coaching, and he's in his 10th year as the head coach, 7 years as an assistant, better able to just pick up a ground ball in traffic, and that's one of Yajada's better qualities. Manning now goes to X. That's for Bella Graziano. Going to Flagler, the workhorse on this team. One of the workhorses, certainly. A couple cutters at the cage. Pass picked off, and John Jay will look to clear now. It's Annie Brennan. Good look going forward. And there's Panzier. We've not called her name a lot, and that's, of course, again, she's an attacking player, and the game has been on the other side. But Panzier, a terrific feat for her, scored her 100th career goal in that win over Rye. That was Friday night coming in, or Friday afternoon going into this one, which improved John Jay's record at 7-1. There is Panzier. Hands off. Mia Puccio, and a good opportunity here for John Jay to get on the scoreboard. Looks like that's JoJo Deagle to take the 8-meter off the push inside. Off the restart. Harco Road says no. We go the other way. And also, you loved how the defense just swarmed and collapsed. And here comes Manning now. Checking the rearview mirror there was Restivo, looking to find those defenders. Kelsey, the junior. She plays the elbows usually on offense, really good at cutting. Farrell. Strong cut to the cage. Bouncer off the bar. Rebounds. That certainly went in. There was questions if the first one went in. There was no doubt about the second opportunity, as Sayville's now put up a 10 spot in this first half. See the ground ball. There's the finish and the follow-up. So if Abby Galaris thought her first should have gone in, there was no question of her second. Third goal of the year for Galaris. And she, too, another who was pulled up halfway through her 8th grade year. Strong kid, learning to dodge. Pretty good 1v1 moves as well. Feeds well. But it's on the defensive side, because she's a midi, so she's got to play both ways, that she's really starting to learn and get better, which is nice. 10-0 early on here for Sayville. And with the 10 goals, we are at running time. You see the bottom of your screen, that clock winding. Good draw control win there for John Jay. That was Kate Mercer. Mercer, an athlete who has flourished this year. She's had a big shoes to fill as well with Mia DeCara at the draw circle, now at Cornell. But she does a pretty good job there. That was a good win for John Jay, who are, look, you just got to chip away now if you are the Wolves. You want to have a strong final 5 minutes of this first half and maybe stuff to work on. And there is the goal, the first of the game. And that looked like that was Annie Brennan, 25, with the cut to the cage. Let's see the replay. Yeah, see 25. Good cut, good finish for Brennan. Her 19th of the year. A three-sport athlete. Really smart as well. Defensively, offensively, does a lot of the dirty work for the Wolves. She's having a great junior year. 19 goals now, 2 assists, 26 draw controls coming in, 10 cause turnovers. So that right there speaks to what she does on both sides of the ball. We go back to the draw circle. Baffardi pushes it forward to herself, wins it. And listen, that's a no-brainer. When you've got the tallest girl out there, yeah, you let her have the draw control, and she could jump up, extend that stick up, and you got a pretty good chance of winning that draw. Final 4 minutes here of this first half. A first half dominated by Sayville. Golden Flashes with a 10-1 lead. There's Haas looking to operate from X. She's got cutters on both sides. A lot of movement off ball. Kicks it back out to Farrell, who's got a goal on the game. Baffardi, a couple of assists for her. Spinning towards the cage, spinning the other way. Good slide. Back up top for Galaris. She's got a goal as well. Pretty evenly distributed scoring today for Sayville, and not just today, throughout the year. You know, you've got a lot of these big numbers. You go to Newsday, you see the top scorers. You're not likely to see a Sayville player there. That's because they love to share in the wealth offensively, and one of the strengths of this team is their ability to all play together. Here's Haas now. Likes this matchup, it looks like. She'll feed it across the way, trying to get it to a cutting Baffardi. Nearly picked off, but Sayville controls under 3 minutes left in this first half. Little two-woman game behind the cage. Back to Haas. Great vision. Really good feeder here from this spot. Swings it this side. Good look in front. And a really nice save as well, as Kate Doxey was denied at the crease by Aiden Summer. Third save of this first half. Her opposing goalie, Jess Harkleroad, has had less to do, but did make that big save on the 8-meter opportunity earlier on in this first half. We approach 2 minutes left.
2 minutes.
A 10-1 lead for Sayville. John Jay using the official there for a screen. Hey, listen, whatever works. Cutter, shot. I think Harkleroad got a piece of that one by Deagle. And we go the other way. You notice, too, the shots that John Jay do get, they're one and done. Because Harkleroad's making the save. The ground ball is getting picked up, and Sayville are pushing it this way. That's Olivia Redden. 3. Good job on the clear by the junior, who's got a really good stick. Up top now to Allie Riley. But we were saying pretty balanced, right? You look at it, Haas has 3, Meserve has 2, and then you got Messina, Manning, Riley, Galaris, and Farrell with 1 apiece. Will she round the cage again? No, this time she backs up, swings it. Certainly under a minute now, you'd expect Sayville to hold here for the last. No reason to be in a hurry. Not with a 9-goal lead. Riley dumps it down low. Missed her player. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there as it goes the other way. So John Jay's got 15 seconds to try to push the tempo here to maybe get something positive to go into halftime with. That's Jane Brennan. Annie's younger sister, just a freshman, pushes it forward. Nice cut to the inside by Puccio. Maybe this last opportunity, Puccio gets it back, fires and beats the buzzer. Count it. And that's a positive end for a tough first half for John Jay. Watch it again. Watch 19. Strong move to the cage, fires high and scores. Puccio's 22nd goal of the year. But it has been all Sayville in that first half. The Golden flashes a 10-2 lead on John Jay in this first of 3 games in the Gains for Brains Day 2 out here at Mount Sinai. We'll take a quick break. We'll get you started for the second half when we return right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effect sets and music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net. For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athletes' best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts,
Under, and what a look.
photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net. If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effect sets and music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net. For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athletes' best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts,
Under, and what a look.
photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net. If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effect set to music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net. For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athletes' best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts,
Under, and what a look.
photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net. If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Mount Sinai High School. Second half, moments away. A first half dominated by Sayville, who lead John Jay 10-2. You want to bring your game to life? It's a Varsity Media SPORTSCAST. We've got announcers, instant replays, multiple cameras, and graphics. It's great for your rivalry game, senior day, just general promotion of your team as well. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit varsitymedia.net. In addition to a sportscast, we've got college recruiting videos as well. And listen, we offer custom editing effects, helps your player stand out. You get your choice of music. Link for college coaches as well. Why sign up? Well, you save money in college tuition. You can help land a spot on the team and stand out from your competition. You mention this ad, you get 10% off. You want to contact us at 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net. Back here at Mount Sinai, second half just about to start. And again, a first half dominated by the Golden Flashes of Sayville. Taylor Haas has 3 goals. Anna Meserve has 2. 1 goal apiece for Messina, Manning, Riley, Galaris, and Farrell. Harker-Rhodes made 3 first-half saves. And all that has led to a comprehensive opening 25 minutes. We'll see what the second 25 minutes brings right now as we return to the draw circle. This one's flipped back, and it's won by Yajada. Another ground ball there for her. Hands off to Riley. Again, it's not just about the girl at the circle, right? At the draw control itself. It's about those in the circle as well, and that's why Yajada is one of the best around, and she allows you to have extra possessions and allows this attack, this versatile and varied attack to get going, and they score another goal as Allie Riley goes low for her second of the game to extend Sayville's lead to 11-2. See Riley again, sidearm shot, and the finish. That's one of her strengths, is that lefty, hard, accurate shot. This is a team, a veteran Sayville team. A lot of girls back from last year, which makes Snitkin and his coach's job a little bit easier when there's not a huge turnover. He's also said that they've been fortunate, Sayville has, to have a good culture the last couple of years of kids who really appreciate the program and want to be a part of it. Got off to a good start. A couple tweaks early in the season, but after the Shoreham-Wading River win, as Yajada, a rare one that she doesn't get. It was in her stick for a moment, and then a little click on the heels results in a foul as Puccio has to back up. But after the Shoreham-Wading River game, Golden Flashes are starting to really get it. Exciting. It's awesome, says Snitkin. It's a small team, 19 players, but no drama, which is really important as well. It's a great team camaraderie for the Golden Flashes. Here's Puccio. Great ending to that first half. Look at the cage off the bar. I think Harker-Road maybe got a piece. If she did, we'll give her the save. Her 4th of the game. Ball goes out of bounds, stays with John Jay. For John Jay head coach Jess McDonough, she says one of the things that's really impressed her about her team is the Wolves' ability to fight through the ups and downs of girls lacrosse. Really resilient team. Starting to play to their potential each and every day, and that's their focus, just every day. And when you look at the Section 1 landscape, certainly John Jay is among the favorites in their class, along with Somers and Rye and Horace Greeley. Another attempt at the cage there by Brennan. Mahopac Yorktown as well in that mix. And off of that halftime break, certainly John Jay looking a bit more aggressive here on the attack. There's Puccio. Oh, what a cut to her left. Puccio cuts again, and a foul was called. So an 8-meter opportunity for Puccio, who had that great goal to end the first half. Harker-Road's already made one save on the 8-meter. This time, Puccio gets one by her. Puccio's 2nd of the game, 23rd of the year. And you see it again. Defenders collapse pretty well, but Puccio fights her way through, and probably one of the fastest players in Section 1, and that's also a strength of hers, especially there on that 8-meter with those converging defenders. But a constant threat from wherever she's in the field, also as not maybe equally important, but important nonetheless. McDonough says also just a funny kid as well as Puccio the Junior. Back to the draw control we go. And And John Jay wins it again. Now you wonder, and it would be natural, nice save by Harkleroad, goes down low, if there's not a little bit of complacency here in this second half, which again, as I said, would be understandable considering how lopsided the lead is and how easy it kind of came for Sayville in that first half. That would, of course, be a mistake because John Jay's a team that just fights to the end, and they will battle throughout. It's the first of 2 consecutive Section 1. Puccio now looking to be the feeder. Picked off. Good stick in the passing lane as Harkleroad gets it. You want to find 16 whenever you can. There she goes, fighting through. What a pass. She took a pretty hard hit. Unsettled comes Sayville, and the finish. Really good one as well. Kelsey Restivo. Her first of the game, 7th of the season, and it comes with Yajada starting the clear. She got hammered, but Sayville continued to move and go, and Restivo, a really good finish there for the Golden Flashes, who have a 9-goal lead, 12-3 now. Looking back, looks like Yajada's all right. She did take a pretty good hit there. And we'll redraw here. But yeah, first of consecutive Section 1 Long Island battles. In fact, Section 1 Suffolk County battles as Eastport South Manor takes on Bronxville next. Bronxville, you would make the argument, is the class of Section 1 this year. Coming off a really impressive win over Suffern, and a new coach this year, but the same expectations and dominance in Section 1 this year. Backing up, feet to the cage, firing far side off the bar. That was Panzier. Ground ball picked up by Riley. Tries again to find Yajada. Out to midfield. Good ground ball scooped up. And they'll switch fields as Riley will look to push it across. The Shoreham-Wading River game, probably Sayville's most complete win of the year. The beginning of the year, Golden Flashes had a few lapses, but that win against Shoreham in all phases was really impressive. And yeah, listen, Shoreham had a key injury, and that's obviously unfortunately a part of the game, but still a really good team is Shoreham-Wading River. And Snitkin said he could start to see the girls getting what we're trying to do on offense and defense, starting to communicate, to be in the right spots. And you wonder here after this one if Snitkin doesn't turn the page and say this maybe was our best game of the year. But John Jay, there's still a lot here to play for. Good stick check from behind. Ball stays, though, with the Wolves. Panzier, we go this side now as JoJo Deagle, the freshman, incredibly fast. Sometimes maybe even too fast for her own good. There's Shannon Nolan, the junior Lehigh commit. Great vision. Good defending there as well by Courtney Thornton. This is going to have our first yellow card of the game we do. So An opportunity here for the Wolves to chip away, and we saw what a yellow card did yesterday, right, where New Canaan scored 4 goals on the advantage and was a deciding factor in that win over Northport. So 2-minute woman up opportunity here for John Jay, and an 8-meter as well to start. And they'll just back it up. Smart play by Brennan, especially if she didn't think she had it, because again, 2 minutes is a long time in lacrosse, but it's even longer if you're the team who's trailing and then you give the ball away at the very start of that advantage. Good look by Brennan. Harkerode got a piece, and here you go. Try to stop 16. Hands off. They get the clear. And now Sayville can cook a little bit here. You could take a lot of that time off the clock with this 9-goal lead. About a minute left. A little more than a minute left in the woman advantage. You would think maybe, yeah, I was about to say, you would expect John Jay to be a little bit more aggressive here defensively, trying to take the ball away. That was Jordan Caulfield, the freshman, with the cross-check and the infraction. The restart for Sayville. Struggling to keep the ball in her stick there was Baffardi. And we'll go the other way. So John Jay will get one more opportunity here with the advantage off of that yellow card to try to get something and, again, try to chip away. Caulfield, and Sayville stops that forward momentum. Look at the speed here by Puccio. Good look. Ooh, and a hard hit in front as Brennan went down hard. So an 8-meter opportunity for Brennan, who is cutting to the cage. She's got 1 goal on the game to this point, and a good opportunity here to tack on her second. Goes low. Harkerode says no. 5 saves for Harkerode. Her second on the 8-meter. Often, not usually, but often those are layups, right? Almost like a free throw in basketball to finish it for the attacking player, but Harkerode has seemingly made it a personal mission to stop those, and she's been really good here today. She's been great throughout the year as well. Harkerode has really worked hard to better herself. One of the cool things about her as well is she's got this infectious personality that the girls just really love to play in front of her. They've got the confidence that she'll make the saves that she needs to make, and they want to work hard for her as well. Baffardi kicks it back out. But make no mistake, Harkerode has really worked her butt off to just become a better goalie. And again, that's a comment that we've said about a few of these Sayville players, right? Working on your craft, even just doing it on your own, right? Playing wall ball and things like that. The work that you do when nobody's looking is maybe even more important than at practice. Double comes. Pass back up top. Just missed Wilmoth. It goes out to midfield. And Yajada recovers. Back to Wilmoth. Certainly Sayville came out. Great start to this one, and they've maintained that lead. It was 10. Now it's 9, and again, there is the 8th grader, and Sayville certainly no reason to push anything here, and good lefty shot. Another save shot. Summer makes her 6th save as John Jay comes back the other way. Deagle puts her defender in a blender. Oh, good cut and a better save, I'll tell you. Harkleroad has been spot on. 5th save of the game. And when you want to clear the ball, this is who you get it to. Yajata pushes it over to pushes it over to Farrell. As Sayville on attack. Want to welcome into the booth the guy behind all this, the brain, if you will, behind the Gains for Brains, Andrew Rappaport. And Raph, thanks for jumping on here for a few moments. And I got to say, I gave you all the credit yesterday as the matchmaker because 4 incredible games, all really tight, 1-goal type of games. And here, Sayville's certainly got out to this great start on John Jay. So this one really the most lopsided to date yet. But again, a great cause, great lineup as well, and great also to share the wealth in hosting. I know Mount Sinai is super excited about having this opportunity, and collision out at midfield. Charge was called. We'll go the other way, but a different look a little bit for you this year for Gains for Brains.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 2 different sites, like you said, which we've never done before. And let me apologize in advance because right now I'm a little out of breath. I was helping my wife with the bake sale, and about 25 people all came down at the same time and said, we need coffee, we need coffee, we need coffee. It was a little chillier than yesterday, right? So I ran up here because I wanted to come up here and talk to you about the foundation. And yeah, listen, game is a little more lopsided than I thought it was going to be. I actually thought that this game of all the games would be the closest because it's 2 evenly matched teams. Listen, John Jay had to get up really early. They took a 2-hour bus ride to get here. I'm not making excuses for anybody. Sayville's a good team. But, you know, it's a little harder, I guess, for these out-of-area teams that I guess it was a 7 a.m. wake-up call to be here. They were here by the time I got here, which was around 9:45, so they were already on the field. Coach told me before the game it was about a 2-hour bus ride, which I'm guessing that means they left their area, Westchester, around, I don't know, 7 o'clock this morning. I wasn't up yet.
Really impressed, though, Raph, with as another goal there by Riley, her 3rd. I'll tell you, when I spoke with Adam Snitkin, and I'll repeat the story that I said before because it's pretty cool because it involves you and also inviting them as well, as Riley gets her 3rd goal of the game, up to 19 on the year. But Sayville's a team that really said it before on the broadcast that you start with the foundation defensively, and these last 3-4 games, really the offense is clicking, and what a great time too, right? Mid to the late regular season, you want to start playing your best lacrosse, and they've looked really good here, putting up 13 goals on a quality John Jay team.
This was a team that I saw last year in the county semifinals against Mount Sinai, and I actually thought Sayville was going to win that game. Mount Sinai, the tradition, the pedigree, and they ended up coming back and winning. But I was impressed by Sayville. Sayville has been in our tournament before. It's been a few years, but early on, one of those first few years, Sayville was in Gains for Brains. And we had an opening. And listen, Sayville is one of those programs, like you said. They're young, and they've got a good foundation, and they're fun to watch. So when we had the opening, we wanted Sayville to be a part of it, and they're having a good season this year, so I'm glad they're here.
And in a day and age that we're in where you've got like 3 sport athletes and everyone's playing multiple sports, what's cool, I think, about the Sayville team is pretty much all these players on this team, I want to say 18 of their 19, this is their primary sport, right? This is why there's such a great culture at Sayville. Not just Sayville, obviously. Pretty much a lot of these teams that you have in, it's the same. But want to share the story with Snitkin. Told me, he said, listen, you called him, and he was walking into the volleyball county championship. He says, listen, Andrew, let me call you right back. I think we can do it. He said it took him about 2 minutes just to make sure that the date worked and everything was fine. And he called you back and said, please hold our spot. We want to be in. He
sure
said that
did.
first game was against Northport, but nice inside roll, low shot, and another save by Summer, her 8th of the game. But he said, listen, we played Northport early. That was a loss. He said maybe 1 or 2 goals, but so much of his team's identity is about playing really good lacrosse, right? Having that lacrosse culture, but also charitable work. So really, it kind of went hand in hand, and it was a perfect situation once you gave him the call for them to come in.
You want to know the real reason we invited Sayville?
What's that?
I can't hear any more about Sayville football. It's Sayville football, Sayville football. Jack Cohn getting drafted next week. I joked about that.
I made one reference because Kyle Messina's sister is Jordan, so I had to say that.
And Taylor Haas, the daughter of the former Sayville football coach. And obviously, listen, Sayville football gets tons of headlines, and rightfully so. They've had great athletes. Like we mentioned, Jack Cohn going to get drafted next week. But Sayville's more than just football.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Sayville football, but here now you get to see how good Sayville girls lacrosse is, and it's fun for the girls to get a chance to shine.
I think if the way Sayville's playing, the way that their trajectory kind of going where they're going now, nice turnaround shot wide of the cage, that's going to be really interesting going forward, right? When you start to look and project at the counties and who the favorites are, and they're going to be right there.
Suffolk small schools, right? So take Northport out of the equation, take Smithtown East out of the equation. That Suffolk Division II right now might be the most competitive division in the country, arguably, because you have Bayport Blue Point, you have Mount Sinai, you have Shoreham Wading River, obviously Sayville, Rocky Point is having, there are so many good teams all bunched up in this. So every game, it's like a battle.
Yeah.
Every game is like a playoff game, and yes, they're not going to all play in the same qualifications in the state tournament, but when you play in a division like that where every game you're going to get top quality competition, it makes you better. So, and I think the way it's going to shake out, right, so Sayville will have to compete with Mount Sinai and Bayport Blue Point in the state tournament, to win a county seat title.
One of the things, we didn't speak about this off air, but one of the things I think that's cool what you did here, as well as, in previous incarnations, there's a good cut to the cage. Ooh, a backhand shot. Opportunity there by Panzier, who we said just came off her 100th career goal in that win against Rye. When it was all at Cold Spring Harbor and you had that whole day, you had those 2 fields, but I always kind of felt like, good cut and finish. Brennan with the assist. The goal by Deagle, her first. As John Jay, they were going to continue to battle and fight to the end. You see Brennan, great look, great cut to the cage, and a good finish as well. But you had the 2 fields, right, as we have a goalie change now, and here comes the 8th grader, Julia Lilienthal, just called up to varsity here for Sayville.
Welcome to the big show.
There you go. But you had the 2 fields, and I felt like you had the main stadium field, and that was like your big one. And I almost felt like the upper field was a little bit shortchanged, right? Because you're a little bit out of the way. You don't have the press box.
But the funny part about that is that upper field is actually the field that Cold Spring Harbor plays all their games on. Right. That is the dedicated girls' field. So during the regular season, if you see Cold Spring Harbor during their state championship run, this year, it doesn't matter what year, play Manhasset, play Garden City, play whoever, play Wantagh, play Farmingdale. Those were all on the upper field. So, yeah, it seemed like they would get shortchanged, but they really weren't. They were playing in a field. We try to mix up the matchups. Hey, listen, my one memory, and I hate to bring up two other teams, but my one memory of that, we had St. Anthony's and Oak Knoll play up the upper field a few years ago, and unfortunately Oak Knoll's star player made a cut on the goal and tore ACL, and that wasn't a great memory. But my point was, there are great matchups up there too. Yes, it doesn't have the press box, but if you get on the upper field, the lower field, it's still part of Games for Brains.
I feel like I've made it a little bit here, maybe with you here for Games for Brains, because my first broadcast for Games for Brains was at that upper field, back of the bleachers. It was about 85 degrees. I was dying there. And I felt like, listen, if I continue to work hard, maybe I'll make it to the main field. And I did. I made it to the main field last night, and now I'm here for all three.
Dylan,
so.
you are always on our main field. So now,
but my compliment for you is this, is now that you have two hosts, everyone has the equal opportunity, in that big stadium feel to have that big-time look.
Yeah, and to be able to spread the wealth a little bit this year, there was a couple different reasons, but to be able to spread the wealth and for Mount Sinai to say, I'll let you do your thing.
Yeah, Galaris, great look, and there's the finish by Meserve. Her third of the game. Galaris, just a freshman. She's got 1-1 as Sayville extends their lead to 14-4.
So to be able to have Mount Sinai be gracious enough to host this after Cold Spring Harbor had been hosting it for so long and hosted half the tournament yesterday, and I mean, I think it really shows the growth power of this, of what this tournament has become. And I had a school in Connecticut say to me, hey, listen, if you want to host next year here too, feel free. So I don't know, maybe we'll just every week of the year next year we'll do I think my wife might divorce me. I'll make her bake every day. But no, but it's fun. I mean, it's great. It's great for Mount Sinai to be able to showcase their field and Cold Spring Harbor to showcase their fields. And we try to put competitive matchups together. And listen, I know you were touching on this at the beginning, but the end of the day, competitive or not competitive, this is for a great cause, right?
Yeah.
This is for the Making Headway Foundation, which helps kids, provides comfort and care for kids with brain and spinal cord tumors. And if you don't know the backstory, I've been telling the backstory for a long time. You can go to our website, gainsforbrainslax.org, and it tells the whole backstory of how I, at my days at News 12, I met a young athlete about 10 or so years ago, and who unfortunately had brain cancer, and she knew she was dying. I'm not going to bring everybody down, but she was working with the Making Headway Foundation, and her last few months were so great, and she was so full of energy. And I always said, if I can give back to that foundation for helping that girl, I would. So that's why we put this together. We lost the last 2 years to the pandemic. But there was a demand, everybody said, come on, let's bring it back. And I said, you know what? Okay, it's a little bit work for me, but if we can raise $10,000, $15,000 for this great foundation, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's bring it back. And Cold Spring Harbor helped me bring it back. Mount Sinai joined the party. And, we're going to raise a nice amount of money for them. Like I said, gainsforbrainslax.org.
See at the top of your screen
there. There you go. At the top of your screen. You can donate there. You can see all the matchups we've had. There's a link. Well, if you're listening to this, you're watching it on Varsity Media Network. But there's a link on there as well. You can go back and watch all the previous games from this weekend. And, help out a great cause.
Listen, when I spoke with both of the coaches at Cold Spring and Mount Sinai, there was no hesitation when you brought it up to them. Danielle, of course, at Cold Spring said, listen, whatever you need, right? And they've such a gracious host, and their players stay all day, and they're involved, and they do so much. And Mount Sinai said as well, listen, they said it was just such an honor to have this opportunity, and they said it was a no-brainer for them to jump in and when it was offered to them to go ahead and host.
It's been called, and not by me, I'm not patting myself on the back, it's been referred to as the premier girls lacrosse showcase in the country. And if it is, I'm happy it's become that. We have a lot of top players. We have high-level D1 recruits. We have D2, D3 players in all the games. We have some of the highest-ranked teams in the country. So, yeah, I mean, for all these teams to want to descend upon Long Island for a weekend and really just show off their skills, I think it's a fun time, and I think it's great for the sport. I think it's great for girls lacrosse to be able to show off these high-level athletes on such a high stage.
I couldn't agree more, and we showed you before. You want to donate, It's a great cause, and all these teams are so excited to just have the chance. And even too, Snitkin said, as there was Manning, and once again with the lead and the time and score, really no need here as we approach the final minute of the second half for Sayville. There you see top of your screen how to donate. But Snitkin said, listen, it's also a chance for us to showcase ourselves, right? We think we're very good. Let's prove it. You play the same teams in your league, and yes, it's obviously a gauntlet, but you want to challenge yourself, maybe against the best in Section 1 or the best in Connecticut, the best in New Jersey in previous years, and that's what this brings.
100%. And you know what's good? Listen, the end of the day, win or lose, like I said, it's just for charity. It's fun. And the name of the game is to make yourself better for playoff time, right? This is a nice win, and this is great for everybody involved. You want to be the one standing come May, come June, section, regionals, Long Island Championship, state championship. So this will make John Jay better.
100%.
Playing this type of because this is what they're going to see come playoff time. This can only be beneficial. They'll take the 2-hour bus ride back. They'll take the bus ride back after lunch, which, by the way, provided by Moe's today. So Moe's, thank you very much, providing lunch to all the athletes. Great job by Moe's. And, They'll take the 2-hour bus ride back, and they will talk about it, and they will be better next game. I promise you that.
And Sayville will use this opportunity as well to continue on their trajectory and hope for another county championship. They won, in 2009, 2014, winning a pair of Class B titles. Andrew, thank you so much for your help, and we hope you can jump on here maybe a couple more times here this afternoon.
I'll be back. Listen, it's better than working the grill. I told you I was helping my wife with the bake sale, but I also was barbecuing some hot dogs and hamburgers, and look at that. I put my hand on the hot grill, and I burnt my finger.
We'll get you one of the trainers.
I'm better in here than there.
Next time you come up, you're going to bring some of that Moe's as well, right? I would hope.
You got it.
All right. Andrew Rappaport, thanks for joining us. And final score here from Game 1, all Sayville. A 14-4 win. The Golden Flashes improved to 9-2 on the season. They hand John Jay just their second defeat. The Wolves now 7-2. That'll do it here for the first game, but we'll pop up those games. We want to remind you what's ahead here this afternoon here at Mount Sinai. About 40 minutes or so from now, we'll have Game 2. It'll be Eastport South Manor against Bronxville. And then the finale, there it is, at 3 o'clock on the right side of your screen. The host Mustangs of Mount Sinai taking on Sacred Heart out of Hempstead. For the entire crew here at Varsity Media, Dylan Butler thanking you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you at the start of our next one right here from Mount Sinai.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.